side of more.
Welcome back to GWASOM.
Welcome back, and thank you for joining us on this wonderful snowy evening.
Today, on our tour of the world of Pokémon Mystery Dungeon, we enter Mount Freeze. If you look to your left, you'll see snow. On your right, you'll see snow.
In front of you is a Kangaskhan statue.
Often thought to be an actual Kangaskhan, frozen here in the mountains, never to return, its baby suffering as well.
You can also see Charmander.
Has a flame, won't melt Kangaskhan, because he's a huge piece of crap.
Okay, well
that was an intro.
Let's get into Mount Freeze.
Yes, this is a very long dungeon, so let's get it started.
Yeah, okay.
We don't have Absol. You're checking your list?
You mean Squishy Bob. So last time we got Squishy Bob. He's level 20, so he's above us.
Wow, are we supposed to be level 20?
Maybe that's why we're dying.
I don't know about that.
We're 5 levels under him.
That's fine.
Okay. Cool.
Hey, Kevin, are you ready?
All set.
Which way should we go?
Okay, this time we can just
We're just gonna go to Mount Freeze. It's super long. Let's do our best to reach the peak. So yes, last time we struggled a little bit with Articuno, but not quite as much as with Moltres. We did overcome Articuno, and upon doing so, this mysterious Pokemon Absol joined us, and we're kind of on our way to the peak of Mount Freeze, where Gardevoir appeared in a dream again, telling us that Ninetales is awaiting us at the peak of Mount Freeze.
Oh, that doesn't help. Well,
it's a weak move, yeah.
At least you kill yourself.
Explosion's the one you gotta look out for.
Oh, why aren't you moving? Oh, yeah, because you're still set on wait here.
We just tell Charmander never to move.
Like, sorry, Charmander, you can just stay here as Squishy Ball.
Yeah, he's my new partner now.
We're the new team, Connor.
It would be nice to have Absol behind you, because doesn't he have Quick Attack?
Actually, yeah, let's look at his moves. I keep also going to the wrong sections. Quick Attack, yeah.
We could take Leer and Taunt off for now, probably. Really, no Dark-type move? That's unfortunate.
Well, the good thing is he's probably going to be a permanent member of the team because he's so strong.
Yeah. Anytime you like the third member will always be Absol. Come on. Move back with Absol. Fight everything on you. I gotta stop getting upset about that.
I am an independent baddie.
You really are. You're gonna run out of so many power points. Anyways, we got interrupted by Articuno. You were really into answering a question, and since then, in between episodes, you expressed interest in fully answering the question.
And did I actually think about which one I wanted to use? No.
Well, I'll ask it again so that the viewers can comment theirs below. What is your favorite Pokemon series in the anime? So in that being like generation based.
Well, Gen 4 was always my generation.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the Gen 4 anime though.
It is good.
However, I do find it's a little long.
Long, eh?
Well,
you have 4 seasons.
When it was released here in the West, it took quite a bit to release, and I think that's what makes it
long
feel
in terms
so
of like
long.
when it came out.
And the staircase RNG is coming back to me because I'm now on the 6th floor.
Yes.
But I just remember things being really like I remember watching things when I was traveling that weren't even released here, and I was like, when is this gonna come out? And it didn't come out for like almost like a year.
It was very far in advance in Japan.
Yeah.
Do you remember in the Diamond and Pearl anime where like between Gym 6 and Gym 7 was a long time, it felt
like it was a very I feel like unnecessary gap, even though they were like, let's focus on some of Dawn's stuff, which is totally fine.
Yeah. I actually really liked the Dawn contest stuff, but I also think it makes sense though, because from Canalave to Snowpoint, it's a pretty far.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
Far journey.
It's a far journey. I think it's because they did a lot of backtracking as well.
Yes. There was a lot of contest stuff, and I think there might have even been some Team Galactic stuff in between there.
Yeah, so like I think
because when they go to Snowpoint, that's where Lake Acuity and the Paul fight, like the 6-on-6 Charmander evolves into Monferno.
Yeah.
That's at Lake Acuity where Brock sees Yuxi.
Yeah, but still, I rewatched a lot of the major battles in the Diamond and Pearl arc just before the Masters 8 tournament started.
Good move. I'm surprised there wasn't like a big like recap thing where like Pokemon uploaded all the best fights and most important fights involving like all the people that were part of the Masters 8 tournament.
They did it. So like and it was like honestly, like my sister actually forgot how some of these battles were like really well animated and like just like based on stories. So
do you remember
you just
Absol, you gotta come with. Buddy. Yeah, there we go.
Thank you.
Do you remember the was it Brandon versus Paul?
Oh
and
yeah.
he just gets wiped.
He gets destroyed. But then like you remember is this a dead end? No.
Cynthia's watching that, right? Isn't
believe
she with them?
I believe she's just watching and she's just like, and that's why he's like super like edgy and disappointed because he's just like, not only did I lose to the person my brother could never overcome, I'm also being watched by like the top trainer in Sinnoh.
That was the other side to it. I forgot about Paul's brother. He's a super sweetheart. He's a breeder, right? Because he could never beat Brandon in the battle frontier, so he gave up battles. Paul hates that. Oh man, Diamond and Pearl was so good. Is Paul the best rival?
Yeah.
In the show, Paul is the best rival.
I would say so. Also, I can't believe I took the long way.
Oh my gosh, you have to go all the way back.
But man. No, he is definitely the best rival. Like I feel like
Ash's
yeah, like everyone's gonna say that like no guys, it's Gary. Gary was the best rival.
The Zangoose bros. Hello. You hit the home button.
I pressed the home button. We're gonna see what happens if I just bubble this entire fight.
They're gonna quick attack Charmander, aren't they?
No, they can do nothing.
They attacked Charmander with quick attack. The one in the corner there used quick attack. Oh. You gotta back up in the middle of a dungeon, buddy. So yeah, I would then. Oh man, shoot.
I'm gonna go one more because
well, this is fine because you can either give him a berry or something, or he'll attack with Ember. It should die, right?
I'll throw a berry down.
You only have the one. Oh, but there's. Well, I don't want to say too much. You could use it, which should be fine. Why wouldn't you use Ember? Oh my gosh, Charmander, you're so dumb.
Honestly, though, we're in a good spot. Then,
Thank you. Oh my goodness. These Zangoose bros are gonna screw with us big time. All right. Quick attack.
No.
What was that? Oh, right. He was almost dead. Okay. Whew.
I mean, I was trying to go for the bubble, but for some reason it didn't want to activate.
These stupid Zangoose brothers getting in the way of our Gary versus Paul. Oh. You might want to rewind that. You gotta go one at a time. Anyways, Gary versus Paul. Oh, Kevin's too upset to talk now.
I know, I'm just like, am I gonna die again?
Yep.
Charmander,
Fury
can you
Swipes,
like...
You're dead.
Charmander, can you like please go like one...
You keep fighting on... Yes, there you go.
Well, I moved for him, and then he didn't do anything.
Because the water, he was gonna follow you diagonally. He doesn't think about, oh, there's an enemy here.
All right, question, sorry.
No, we were just talking about Paul and Gary.
Yeah, so everyone's gonna be like, oh, Gary's the best.
I don't think so.
Or, Gary, here's a man. If he can't do it, no one can.
Stupid
I mean, like...
cheerleaders. Who has a cheerleading squad at 10 years old? Gary Oak, that's
Gary Oak. Maybe Kevin did. I don't know.
You had a cheerleading squad at 10?
Maybe.
You had a cheerleading squad at 10?
No.
Are you a big fat liar?
Yes.
No, but
I could dream.
I don't agree that Gary's the best rival, only because he was really good for the start.
Yeah,
But
he's a very good starter rival.
I actually think Gary in Diamond and Pearl is such a cool arc where he's like he's studying to be a professor again, like his grandfather.
I think like the arc of just Gary being this badass like professor in training, also still a competitive battler. I thought you were going to turn around.
This is the most brutal dungeon ever. Why are you following him?
Well, I wanted to go that way, but fine, we'll go this way.
Yeah, no, and doesn't Gary pop up
He
again?
pops up again in Journeys, too.
Journeys, that's what it is.
But, like, his role in Journeys now is more so less of helping Ash out, but more so of a situation for Go, which is fine.
Yeah, he's
because
helping.
like now he's more so like, hey Ash, remember when we were battling? We were such great battlers. Yeah, that Go kid, such a loser.
Oh my gosh!
And I feel like it was definitely feeding the Go haters because a lot of people
Was there
didn't like
Go haters?
Yeah,
I haven't watched Journeys.
a lot of people don't like Go because like he just catches things really easily.
That's his whole thing. He's after Mew, right?
Yeah, and like to make it also speeds things up. Like if people remember, anytime any of the trainers caught any Pokemon in any of the episodes, it'd be a full like
one full episode.
Yeah, well he could
sometimes multiple.
Yeah, where he could just catch like 5 of them in one episode and be like, yeah, I just caught this many. And like people are like, that's not realistic. I'm like, yeah, no.
Well, yes, it is.
It is.
Go to any route in any Pokemon game ever. You'll catch like 5 Pokemon in 20 seconds.
That's a Chenmako, it's fine.
Well, maybe that's a little too broad because some of the later routes are a little complicated, but
yeah.
But no, I think it was fine to have Ash as like this accomplished trainer and then Go as the one who is struggling and still starting on his journey. Was Gary around at the same arc in Journeys where, or was this? Yeah, it is Journeys, where Infernape comes back?
He is in one of the episodes, I believe.
Because I remember seeing trailers for the Japanese episodes, and Gary and Infernape, I linked together in my mind.
So when they had released...
Literally on the stairs.
When they released the final, like, trailers of the last arc,
yeah,
or big bulk of episodes, yes, he was shown together in the same batch of episodes.
But it's not the same episodes?
So I think when they're in Oak's lab, he is there with Infernape at some point. Yep. I remember. Yeah, because there's a whole, like, I think Infernape wants to battle Entei, I think? It's
what?
Entei? It's either Entei or, like, Moltres. A fire legendary, all I remember.
Interesting.
Also, guys, these are 100% spoilers. Like,
oh yeah, like we were gonna talk about the anime.
If you're not gonna go watch Journeys, that's a you problem.
I haven't watched Journeys, but I know all about it because I keep in the know on things.
Would you like to watch it at some point, even just important episodes?
I do intend.
Oh,
dude, you just. Yeah, go back that way. No, Absol.
Well, let's hopefully I find, or I can just rewind.
Oh gosh, yeah, that might be. Whoa. That was a weird situation. No, I do intend to go back and watch the full Pokemon anime. I really want to see Horizons when it's done, because I'm super into the idea that they're going for, where it's like, no, I think one of those paths is the way that you have to go.
No, when I was up there, they were all loop around paths.
Oh, there they go. Nice. I am interested to see what they're doing now that they have the freedom of no Ash. Which we've talked about before, how like that must have been such a hard decision for them to make, but it gives them the freedom to tell a story and have growth happen with these characters instead of Ash always having to reset.
Yeah, like I feel like the way they could have done it,
they would have had to age him up.
Yeah,
right?
They would have had at least, which I feel like if they aged him up like 1 or 2 years throughout the entire series, I think that would have been fine.
Well, even if it was like a year every season, he would have been like friggin' 30. So, no, I see what they meant. But
even just by generation, he would have been like 18.
Yeah,
which is which is a decent age still.
Yeah.
A midpoint?
Oh, the midway point.
Okay. Well, let's keep going because we're.
So your favorite was Gen 4.
No. I think we need to explain this a little more. So Gen 4 was definitely my favorite.
Yeah.
But like I remember watching a lot of any of the Johto arcs, which I think they just use.
You gonna move?
Sorry, they use what to call it? Just Johto whatever.
It was
because there's Johto Journeys,
Yeah, it was Pokemon Johto was the.
Yeah. So I remember watching a lot of just like the Champion League of that anime just because like it's the most like okay, Ash uses all his Pokemon at this point.
Yep.
He's kind of he's so cocky, but also like a little bit more competitive and
Gen 1
understandable.
And 2, he kept a lot more canonicity, I guess. Like everything from the previous episodes mattered full tilt.
Yep.
And then they kind of stopped doing that around Gen 5. And then they started doing it again in Gen 6, and it was a whole thing. By the end of his era, they were really like referential to a lot of his past stuff.
Like I think
Wow.
Oh.
You're slower. Careful. I would rewind, to be honest.
Going back
before you get hit by that.
Oh, I can't keep pressing B. Whoops. Okay, what should we do then? Let's
just
keep Absol in front.
Stop moving directly in front of him.
Why am I...
You have to make sure that he needs to move as well. So, like, go... He's gonna ice you in. Move that back. Move, no, like, go back. Rewind that.
We can kill him now. Maybe.
Suboptimal.
Yeah! Brandon, see, you do good sometimes.
Do I?
Yeah, you just killed it.
Oh, I thought you were talking about, like, in real life me. I'm like, no, I'm the paranoid one who's... like, if one move in the entire game is suboptimal...
Okay, so...
I'm like, rewind!
So, and I think this is where it's hard to pick a favorite series, because, like, I watched a lot of the Johto episodes, obviously. It's the last of the original series. Some would say Pinnacle.
Well, some would say Pinnacle for everything except Black and White.
Okay, now where should I be placed for this?
Gosh. Make sure everybody can come down to the bottom, so, like, maybe go back around the left side there, yeah? So, and make sure everyone's in a straight line, if at all possible. Let me see if I can maneuver this, because it's hard to explain. We want to come down, be in a... Nope. Well, we're just gonna pretend that didn't happen, and we're just gonna wake him up, and we'll see what we can do.
I think if we move there, we should be fine. Absol will do some major damage.
Yeah,
and then
we're 3-on-1 here.
And Charmander gets into place.
Wow, that's a shocker.
I like it because, like, it ends a lot of the original
Misty and Brock
right,
go
like
off,
it just ends things. And I think
because Gen 2 was supposed to be the end.
Yeah. And I think that's where I like the idea of how they moved into the Advanced series, because it's a start all over.
I wonder if there's any info out there where, like, Brock wasn't supposed to come back. And, like, Misty goes away and May and Max come on.
Okay.
But then was Brock supposed to be someone else?
If that's the case, who would have been your pick of the
of the Gen 3 cast?
Yeah, who would have been your pick then? Because you already now have May, and you have
You've got
Max,
May and Max.
and Max was made for the series already.
Yeah.
So
what do you want to do? There we go. Get that ember going.
Yeah.
Let me give. I don't know. Maybe, like, they could have done something crazy and had Steven. Where, like, watchers would have known he was the champion. But it could have been this cool kind of thing where it's like, oh, Steven goes on this journey. I don't know, but that might also be like, well, he's the champion. You can't have Cynthia go with Ash on a journey. Who else in the cast, though, would be maybe Flannery? But then you already have May. No, and maybe that's what they ran into.
Yeah,
maybe they ran into a thing where it was like, Brock kind of needs to come back unless we introduce Brendan.
Yeah, like, oh, yeah, I really wouldn't.
I don't think there's anyone in the cast that would fit Brock's role.
Of course. Here we go.
Why is Chimchar? Why is Charmander so weak? Like, his moves do the same as yours, but he's what? Hello, guys? Can we use moves?
He should be doing a more power at least. Oh.
Does he need, like, a physical move? I thought Charmander was special based. Yummy. Yummy.
Yeah. Is that your answer then? Because I don't think I actually finished my answer in the end now.
So your favorite?
I think I just like the idea of like I think 2, 3, and 4, the movement.
Your favorite was Gen 4, but you have a soft spot for Gen 2.
Yes.
That's essentially
makes
what
more
we got
sense.
to. Which
yeah.
is odd for me because, or it's actually kind of interesting to compare because for myself, I have a soft spot for Gen 4 because that was the one I watched all the time. That was always on TV when I got back from school. And my actual favorite is XY.
Well, yeah, XY though.
XY went crazy. I've explained before why.
I mean, there's like, so I was watching some videos online the other day, and it's just like great commentary about like the league fights.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like
Everything
these
about... It's fine. The stairs are right there. Oh.
It's okay. We can take on a Glalie. We can take on a Glalie.
Yeah? Yeah, we can take on it. Oh, look, Absol's trying to come down.
We can take on a Glalie.
There we go.
Yes.
Absol leveled up. Please learn, like, Night Slash or something. Oh, Bite!
Finally.
Get rid of Taunt. You never want Taunt. You want to force the Pokemon to attack you?
No. Thank you, Squishy Bob.
Bite will be... Squishy Bob's like,
I feel empowered to fight disasters? Or what did it say?
That's exactly what it said. Awesome. Now we have a Dark type move.
Finally.
Suddenly, Absol just became amazing. And I think we're still going, right? Yeah, this is like a 5.
This is either a 5 or like an 8. Ugh.
Why is there so many Glalies here? Maybe if we just stand here, it won't go away. Or it'll leave like a T-Rex. Wait, what did you rewind for?
Because I want to see if it'll...
Oh, it's going away. Nice. Perfect. It's definitely not going to come back and... Dude. Back up. No. What, that's the forward. What about that was backing up? Wow.
Now all 3 of us are here, Brandon. With the power of my missing moves.
Nobody can hit Glalies. They're like the most frustrating enemy of the game.
But they do give 232 experience points.
They are quite the experience pop. So XY was my favorite and Diamond and Pearl was your favorite.
I would say XY, but the issue is because it came out while I was in uni, I couldn't watch it as much. But I did keep an eye, like anytime there was like...
Oh, screw off, Glalie!
Anytime there was like, you know, like something that was newsworthy, I watched it. Because, you know, like I was like,
oh yeah, like
this,
it was
right?
making headlines. Oh.
Is this it?
I think this might be it. We finally arrived. This is the summit. Isn't it? I wonder where Ninetales is.
It kind of looks like another cave, I'm not gonna lie.
What boss fight must we,
Is this... Yeah, you'll take this one.
There they are.
Wait.
I've spotted Kevin, or no, would this be his lackeys?
No, it's probably Team Act.
Yeah, that's what I'm... Yeah.
Maybe?
That's who I was thinking, but is it like Tyranitar and Charizard?
No, okay, then I'll do this one. All right, I see them. Oh!
Here we go. Alakazam!
I forget how I voice you.
He was just like...
It's about time we finally...
Yeah, I don't know. It was Charizard that had the all over the place.
Yeah, your fugitive act dragged us all the way out here. Put down my boy Tyranitar, like, we can finally settle things here. I can barely contain myself. I'm itching for a fight. Fire blast.
I like to think he's got like 2 Charmeleons with him that are like his...
Charizard's calling out Charmander.
Oh.
Brandon.
Oh.
Don't think badly.
Suddenly his accent's gone.
That kind of fits surprisingly because
I do like
the same
that.
line.
I do like that.
Brandon, don't think badly of me.
You don't have to become me.
I don't know how to show mercy.
Wow. Kevin, I didn't wish for this conclusion, but this too is fate.
Fate mentioned number 2. I think. Maybe probably a lot more.
The role of a rescue team is to help bring peace. We will crush you with every shred of our power.
Okay, Team ACT just being absolute monsters in this scene. Like,
Wait.
we will crush you. We won't show you mercy. We'll, like, destroy you. Like,
Hold on.
holy.
Am I remembering this wrong? Do we actually have to fight these guys?
No,
Okay.
we don't fight them.
I was like, are we?
do
Hold
not
on.
simply have the ability to fight three of these
this
Pokemon.
would not go well.
We fight them in the dojo.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Get them. Oh, yes, that's right. We get this epic, like, anime cutscene. And Squirtle goes in for the attack. Oh!
And Squirtle uses
Yeah, what was Squirtle thinking?
I don't know, but I'm using Aqua Tail, even though it's not in this game.
Cease this at once.
Oh.
Whoa!
that
Look at that sprite! Ninetales.
What? Ninetales?
Ninetales? That's Ninetales.
The legend? It was real? For real?
For real? He's definitely a Ryuji.
Yeah.
Cease this fighting at once, Alakazam. They are my guests. Tell us, Ninetales. Who was the human that appeared in your legend? No, even before that, was the legend itself a true event? Depending on your reply, I may have no choice but to eliminate them. Whether they consider my curse to be a legend or not, I care not. Yes. She has this, like, look at her sprite, like, with the side eye, like,
it's a side.
Screw you guys. However, it did happen. Many years ago, I tried to lay a curse on a human.
Many years
Many.
ago. Remember when we
We were
talked
talking about
about last
1,000.
time?
They say it's like 1,000 years
And
ago.
if I just woke up, that has not been that many years.
It's only been like half a year, maybe 7 months by this point.
So, okay.
It was then, however, that Gardevoir, the human's partner, dashed in. It selflessly bore the full brunt of the curse meant for the human. Then, the human did a selfish and cowardly thing. They abandoned Gardevoir and fled. The human eventually became a Pokemon. Can you shut up until I'm done and stop with the gasping?
I'm sorry, but you know, I climbed a mountain. My butt hurts. I just need to know if this curse is a real thing. Also, can you rewind the butt?
Is Absol behind the text box?
Yeah.
Transformed into a Pokemon, the human lives on. And that human would be? Who is the human that you speak of? Kevin. Sorry, that one was on me. That was, I shock myself sometimes. You may relax. It is not you. Shut up! Just now. What did you just say? Oh, I'm gonna cry. Kevin is not the human that appears in the legend. That is what I said. Alright.
Oh.
What?
There.
Sniffle? What's happening to me? I'm too tensed up to move.
I'm the one who should be crying.
Well, it's like your best friend, you know, like, oof, oof, oof. Deep breaths. In, out, in, out, in, out.
And this is how Charmander burns down Mount Freeze and evolves into a Charizard.
You're
Burning.
following my training well. Da-da-da-da-da. Whew. Wow, fantastic! Yay! Look at how happy he is. That's great.
Okay, these sprites are so cute.
They're so cute. I knew that Kevin wasn't involved. I knew it. There's no way that Kevin would do those horrible things. I have another thing to say. There was another curse that happened. That was totally Kevin. Kevin was totally the one that did that.
Well.
And a little bit of Trump there.
Well.
Kevin was totally the one. He's so many curses. He's the world destruction. It is true that I foretold of the world's balance becoming unstable. However, that human becoming a Pokemon and the world's balance are not linked in any way.
Well, then explain this! And Squirtle lifts up his tail and just that blood.
That is only a severe medical condition that you should have gotten looked at 7 months ago.
So I've been walking around the world with this?
The other thing I can think of right now is Whiscash is just back in the Pokemon village like, oh, I really hope they don't find Ninetales. I've been spurning this lie about the Ninetales legend. The cause of the natural calamities. It exists elsewhere.
What?
Hey, you! You were wrong! You were wrong to harass Kevin.
Who's he pointing this out? Alakazam?
Alakazam.
Oh.
We apologize.
Give us your diamond status for the Pokemon
join our
rescue
team.
team.
Join our
You're
team.
ours. Oh, we're sorry. We got worked up by that Gengar.
Look at. Whoa!
Whoa!
Just before you continue, look at Tyranitar's sprite.
I can't tell what it is, but it kind of looks more like a kaiju, which you know,
It is a
Tyranitar's
kaiju.
based on. But no, just because of the way his sprite is. I suspected Gengar right from the start, but you did nothing. Kevin just doesn't look like the treacherous type. Yeah, I'm the derpy type.
There's always got to be the guy that's like, no, I totally believed it all along. If only that were true. But I must say, you are to be commended for prevailing through this cruel journey and discovering the truth.
Truth mentioned
3 times, I think.
2. We'll do 4, just for good measure.
Impressive, Kevin. Not so much you, Brandon. Excellent, I knew I was right. Huh? Oh, but wait. That doesn't explain your fat butt cheek.
No, I need to get it looked at so badly.
Then, why did Kevin turn into a Pokemon?
Did the music stop?
It did. I understand that Kevin isn't the human from the legend. Then, how do you explain Kevin becoming a Pokemon? Kevin? Who are you? Everyone's just like slowly turning to Kevin. He's like, are you sure I wasn't the guy that did the curse thing?
You know, was I the Gardevoir and turned into a Squirtle, you know?
Who are you?
Whoa,
the ground's heaving! How will I ever get out of this situation without wings? The world's crust is Sorry, just the world's crust?
I also cannot take Ninetales seriously with its face.
The world's crust is shifting. The natural calamities are worsening. And the shifting of the ground. It will awaken the beast that embodies the ground. The beast that slept underground. Groudon will be awakened. What? Groudon is rising?
Groudon?
What is that? What's a Groudon? A legendary Pokemon that has been spoken of only in myths.
What? We killed 3 of them on their way here.
Yeah, and Ninetales. It is the Pokemon that raised the land masses and created the continents.
So in other words, it's a very powerful earthbender.
Yeah. It is said to have taken to sleep after catastrophic battles with its archenemy Kyogre. If Groudon were to get loose, there would be chaos. It must be stopped. We will go. We'll go too! No, you must remain behind. Groudon is far more powerful than any Pokemon you have faced.
Do you not know what we faced to get here, Alakazam?
Well, I do think Groudon outclasses the birds.
Still!
Leave it to us.
Dude,
you just like space out?
That's how it goes. You go back to your rescue team base for a well-earned rest.
And that's why we have the building arc.
Don't worry about us. We didn't get our gold rank the easy way.
Yeah, we scammed everybody.
Yep. Well, we'll get the job done, and we'll be back before you know it.
Fine. We're off to quell Groudon. They just scale this entire mountain. And thus... Oh, that's you, sorry.
Alakazam's team made their way underground to quell the awakened Groudon. You can do the next one.
Meanwhile, cleared of all suspicion, Kevin's team put an end to their long and arduous journey.
And returned to their welcoming rescue team base.
And we'll return...
next time on
another episode of GWASOM! Yay!
Thanks for watching. To keep on top of every new upload, subscribe to GWASOM and hit the bell so you never miss the action.